Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to start with section number 2, and we will talk mainly on hydraulic circuits and symbols. In this section we'll be having 4 topics or 4 parts. The first one is hydraulic system basic components. We'll identify again what are the common components in a typical hydraulic system. Then we will talk about the criteria for hydraulic system and component selections, and also as well system design. Then we will talk about hydraulic system types. We have open and closed. Then we will end this section with the last topic, hydraulic circuits symbols, and we can consider this is the heart of this section. So let's start with the first lecture in section number 2, and this is lecture 9, hydraulic system basic components. This is a typical hydraulic circuit, and as we explained previously, for a hydraulic system it normally starts with a reservoir, and this reservoir used to store the hydraulic fluid or oil, which will be used as the transmission medium. Typical hydraulic oil used is generally of high density incompressible oil. It is then filtered to remove dust or any other unwanted particles, and then pumped through a hydraulic pump. The capacity of this pump depends on the hydraulic system design, and these pumps generally deliver constant volume of fluid. And here we need to be careful on this statement, a constant volume. Okay, this constant volume in each revolution of the pump shaft will be produced. Therefore, the fluid pressure can increase indefinitely at the dead end of a piston until the system fails. So the pressure regulator here is used to avoid such circumstances, which redirect the excess fluid back to the storage tank. The movement of this piston is normally controlled by changing liquid from port A to port B. The cylinder movement is controlled by using control valves, which directs the fluid flow. The fluid pressure lines is connected to port A in order to have the piston raised up, or connected to port B to have the piston lowered down. The valve can also stop the fluid in any of the port. And at the end, the leak-proof piping is also a very important item due to safety, environmental hazards, economical aspects, and to avoid any leakage of the hydraulic oil. Some other accessories such as flow control system, travel limit control, electrical motor starters, and overload protection may also be used in a hydraulic system to ensure system integrity. I would like to convert this sketch to another one like this, which will be the basis of our coming discussions. It is the same. We have a fluid tank, storage for hydraulic oils, filter, pumps, pressure regulators, control valves, cylinders with pistons, inlet port and outlet port. So those are the basic components of a typical hydraulic systems, and it can be normally consist of again storage tanks, hydraulic pumps, filter, pressure regulators, control valves, leak-proof closed piping, and actuator or the cylinder, which will be the movable piston connected to the output shaft in an enclosed cylinder. We will discuss in details all of those components in the coming sections, section number 3, and we will identify various types and the main functional rule of each item. Thank you, and see you next lecture.